Hello everyone. This video is on generating sales reports using Excel VBA for the G.R.M.S restaurant management system, which is my level 3 development project. In order to generate sales reports using Excel VBA, I have connected my SQL database of the restaurant management system to the Excel via an ODBC connector. This is my data. This is my database of the restaurant management system, and these are the tables I will be using to generate the sales report using Excel. To begin it, I'm going to open my macro-enabled Excel sheet by simply double-clicking on this one, and the action displays a login form like this, where the user have to enter his or her credentials. Uh, Here, one can only log into the system only if the username and password he enters is stored in the database table called user accounts, and we find user accounts here in our database, and this is the table. So one can log into system only if he enters the username or password which is stored in here in this table. So he have to either enter one of these username and one of these passwords. So in this case we are uh, going to use this username and this password to enter into the Excel sheet. So now I'm going to type the username and give password, and once I click login button, since the username and password I entered are stored are the ones which are stored in that database, it will show a message box saying login is successful. So once I click OK, uh, it will prompt us to the Excel sheet. So now I'm going to show how what will happen if we enter a wrong password or your wrong username when we are going to login. So I will click this back again, and if I enter some wrong password which is not any wrong password or wrong username which is not any of these found in this table, something like this, and I'll give a wrong password like this, and if I try to login, it'll show a message box saying login is failed. So we have to enter only the username and password which is stored in that database table. So I'll log into the system back again using the right credentials, and I will click login. So here we'll see the Excel sheets showing the sales data of the restaurant in the month of June. So here in the left hand side, we can see the orange color boxes which displays the category wise and item wise sales data relevant to a particular month. And in the right hand side, we have get the same data uh, in the report to be printed. This is the template of the report that we will final print. So in this here in the left hand side, I told that this contains item wise and category wise data. So here in these are the categories like rice and curry or fried rice and noodles. Those are the categories, and here we get the uh, total sales of that particular category mentioned here, and we also get the item wise sales data of the in that of that food item, so we can get an idea about general idea about how the sales went in that month for that particular food item and for that category. In this report we get number of in the sales report we get a number of orders and amount of sales here. Number of orders and amount of sales of that particular food category mentioned, and at the bottom we find total number of orders and the amount of sales of outdoor catering orders that has been undertaken by the restaurant in a particular month. So below to that we will find the uh, total sales made by the restaurant in that particular month, and below to that we get the total discounts given by the restaurant to the customers. So one can see this value and decide whether they have given the one whether the value of the discounts they have given is too much or is at low or what. So they can decide whether to give more discounts or not. So and at the end we get the signature for manager, and we get the place to input the date, and this is the report that will be generated at the end. So if we want to generate the report of any month we want, so we what we have to do is just simply click on this box here. So using this list box we can select the month we want, and as an example I'm going to select month of May, and what I will do is just simply click this button called generate sales report. So once I click that, all the values will be replaced by particular data which is coming from the database tables, and here in this case all the values have converted to zero because the database tables doesn't have any values related to that month. That's why. And in if you want to get the values of sales data of the month of July, we say we can just press this button and all the values will be replaced like this. So all these values comes to these sales from the payment details here, and from this table, and special and from the table called special order data here. So if a person wants to print the sales report he see here, what he has to do is that he has to scroll down, and he can see this print report button here in red color. So when he press that button, what will happen is that a PDF file of the report will be saved in a folder called here VBA in my computer, and this folder at the moment this folder is empty, and once we click the print report button, this report will be printed. Not printed, but a PDF copy of this report will be saved in this VBA file folder. So now I'm going to save a PDF copy of this report of the report, which is for month of July, and it has today's date, and I'm going to print this one. Once I click that button, uh, a message box arises saying that the report generated successfully. So we can say that we have saved the PDF report as a PDF in that particular folder. So once we click OK, and we can check the folder here. So we can see that initially it didn't add any file any documents, but we can see the PDF files still in that sales report. So we can open this and see what's in there. So we can see that the exact same report has been saved in the PDF file format like this. And if someone wants, he can get a printout of this by simply keying the print command. Oh, okay, this is all about my VB application for my gourmet restaurant management system.